I got a jam-packed Monday going on. As you can see, we got Gorr the God Butcher in the game. We have some stuff to do in versus, but today it's time to do Welcome to Shield. I know, I know, I'm like a day late, but hey, I got things to do. So we're gonna look at Gorr the God Butcher. We're gonna look at all the characters that we're gonna have to use for day one, and the subsequent days that are locked up. But we'll have day three. It should be scheduled for tomorrow. So whenever I record it and upload it, it'll be up on there. The only thing we won't do, we won't. If I do day four, it's gonna be again one of those no mics, but we'll get to that there in a moment. So this one here, the first mission of Welcome to Shield is going to be against Modern Thor. Modern, yeah, that's right, Modern Thor, aka Thor from the Jason Aaron, Eastside Rivik work of uh, Thor, God of Thunder. He's yellow, red, and green. And if you've been playing the game any length of time, you pretty much know all of Thor's powers. But if you're just starting the game off, well, here's Thor's powers in a nutshell. His red ability, Mjolnir's might cost 8, does damage to the target, and then creates 3 basic yellow tiles on the board. His yellow ability, Thunder Strike, costs 12. Um, it converts some number of yellow tile, some number of basic tiles to green basic tiles, and then does damage to the target. And then finally, Call the Storm, which is his green ability, which costs 14. It does team damage, but the person who is the target of the person who's out in front of the attack, they take more damage than everybody else on the team. So that's Thor pretty much in a nutshell. Um, Heroes, Avengers. Uh, Eventually he should be like some of the other affiliations that we have up in the game. But until that happens, you know, the current affiliations are the current affiliations that he has. All right. So now we have Gorr the God Butcher. This is based off of the Thor Love and Thunder version of Gorr the God Butcher, aka Christian Bale, and not based off of the uh, Thor God of Thunder Gorr the God Butcher. Though I'm gonna save that rant there for another time. All right. So Gorr is a black, yellow, and purple user. His black ability is Edge of Spite and Shadow. It costs 9, so it deals damage to a random enemy for each one of Gorr's shadow minions on the board, and we're gonna get to the shadow minions momentarily. So then, if the target has less than 30% health remaining, it'll down them, aka 3-star Punisher's Retribution. Otherwise, Gorr deals damage equal to 20% of the target's maximum HP, ignoring all striking projectiles. Alright. Okay, so Nightmare Fuel. This costs 7. So it creates 3 2-turn fortified Black Shadow minion repeater tiles. If you remember, that's the things for the black ability that we have to worry about. Is a deals damage to a random enemy, then passively at the start of the battle, Gorr creates two more fortified minion repeater tiles. For each one of his minion tiles that's on the board, again, max of 4, he takes 8% less damage from enemy matches and enemy abilities. Alright, and then while Gorr has one or more shadow minions on the board, he takes no extra damage from enemy strike tiles. So essentially he does like 5-star Spider-Man, at least for himself, and just says, no, you're pretty much doing your base damage. And then whenever one of those shadow minions is destroyed, then he gains 2 yellow AP. So you can see that is gonna feed, you know, all of his is a feed back into Nightmare Fuel. And then at higher levels, you know, one turn fortified repeater tile deals random damage, more damage reduction, you know. So that's a good thing. And then finally, own your weapons, your own weapons. Is a passive. At the start of the battle, if an enemy places more than 3 strike, attack, or protect tiles on the board in a turn, at the start of the turn, Gorr converts all new enemy tiles of those types into basic tiles, dealing damage per tile and increasing his match damage by this total. So whatever the listed damage is, that's going to increase his match damage. So if his match damage is 174, so it'll be 174 plus the stuff that he did destroying the strike, attack, and protect tiles. And then it's it's evenly divided by among his tile strength. So again, it'll cleanly divide. It should cleanly divide into 3, or should cleanly divide into 6 more than likely. And then it creates a 2-turn countdown tile dealing damage equal to 3 times the converted match damage. That one there, we're gonna test that one there out to see with 4-star Rocket and Groot to you know, to get the maximum benefits of Gorr, just to see how he works. Well, now the positive thing, at least about this version of Thor, he doesn't make any strike, attack, or protect tiles, so you know, that's gonna stink a little bit, but thematically, you know, this fight here makes sense because Gorr and Thor, they've had a history with one another, and then oh, it wasn't destroyed. All right, now this again, we're gonna alternate repeater tiles, because if y'all know me, I always like my repeater tiles to always do damage on alternate turns, so we can always at least consistently have some damage on the board. And thank goodness these tiles are fortified, because if they weren't, well, alright, we'll go this way. Take the match 5, we'll go ahead and destroy that. Mjolnir's Might is going to give us some more yellow on the board. Call the Storm. That's going to deal us a little bit of damage. Alright. Probably should have grabbed yellow, but at this point in time here, all we're trying to do is just make sure that Thor doesn't gain any more. I wouldn't say any more AP, but well, he got tortured by Gorr, so there you go. Alright, again, thanks Alliance for playing. Well, most of you guys anyways. Again, I'm not gonna, be upset about that. Oh, okay, so this is gonna be Gorr just using his whack ability, so I won't be able to test him out against 4-star Rocket and Groot. So we'll try him out against Carnage. We'll see how this here works. Because again, you can say for these nodes here, again, you can use whoever you want to use. I just want to see if he'll activate his purple ability, but he does not, sadly. I'm honestly surprised that the AI didn't grab yellow, but there goes Carnage there. Again, I kind of wish, we would have got an opportunity to use, to see the purple in action. I would probably get a chance to see it in later fights. So again, day one warm up. Again, I go through these notes here pretty briefly for those who care. 2-star Dakin, purple, black, and blue user. Purple anytime the color green is matched, creates a strike tile on the board. Black, as long as there's some number of blue tiles on the board, he'll regenerate his health. If the blue tiles fall below the threshold, then it will harm him as well. Well, it will harm him instead of healing him. That's what they call the power healing and heat. And then finally, his blue ability is called Chemical Reaction. This costs 5. It'll convert strike tiles on the board into basic tiles, and then it'll convert some number of blue tiles to green, and then deals damage to the target. So that's Dakin in a nutshell. And again, he's gonna work out well with our boy Thanos, because this is gonna increase the damage of his court death. Well, I mean, it'll do the same thing with the 3-star version or the 5-star version. Again, doesn't really matter. Also, too, for these nodes here, I always like to try and use some version of Deadpool so we can get those Deadpool tokens in. One shot. You can finish the rest of the sentence there. Alright, that's those nodes done. Alright, show your stuff. Again, this is Quicksilver, the the 3-star version of Quicksilver, uh, black, blue, and green. His black ability, this costs 8 if I'm not mistaken, right? Idle hands, no, 9. Okay, idle hands costs 9. It does a tile swap between 2 pairs of tiles, well, between a pair of tiles, not 2 pairs, but a pair of tiles. It deals, deals damage for the tile swap, and then also too, if you have some number of locked tiles on the board, it will decrease the AP behind this move up to a minimum of 4. I mean, up to a minimum of 5. All right. The blue ability is supersonic. This is passive. Anytime either team matches blue, he will lock some. He will lock up a team up tile, and if there are at least four locked team up tiles on the board, they'll do damage to the enemy team. So again, make blues, do damage to the enemy team. And then finally, Fist of Fury. This one here costs 8. This is the one that costs 8, because I always forget. So this one here, it does damage to the target. It locks the team up tile on the board, and it becomes cheaper if you have some number of locked tiles on the board, up to a minimum, up to a minimum of 5. So. Again, we really don't care who it is that takes that gets knocked out by this. Alright, then again, do the same thing here. I just brought in Thor just because, hey, I need to get him down to 50% health. Probably should have done green first, because green's a lot stronger. Oh well, attack tile will do the rest of the damage. Alright, now the toughen up node. This is Wiccan. Now it was supposed to be. Now the reason, to my understanding, is the reason why they got Wiccan. It was supposed to be for the one for Hulkling, but they never did update it. For those who never used Wiccan, blue, yellow, and green user. Mystical Destiny, this is passive. At the start of the turn, if Wiccan's out in front, gain AP and a random AP pool. Well, 2 AP and a color that you have less than 4 of, but again, it's going to be in a random AP pool. And then if you have at least 4 AP and all colors, then you'll transform into the power of the Demiurge. And with the power of the Demiurge is that anytime Wiccan makes a match involving their tiles, tiles that have the Wiccan icon on it, it will destroy that row or column. It'll gain AP from the tiles that were destroyed by that, and then they'll become a tank. So that's Mystical Destiny, power of the Demiurge. Magical Barrier. This costs 9. Creates random countdown tiles on the board. that reduce the amount of damage done to Wiccan. They say either by matches and powers, and then if they're matched away or destroyed, then Wiccan, gains some amount of health, and then at higher levels, more damage reduction. And then finally, Chain Lightning. This is their quote unquote board shake, board destruction ability. This one here costs 10. You select a column, destroy all the tiles on that column, and deal damage to the target. And if it happens to hit an enemy special tile, then it'll destroy a different random row until there's no more enemy special tiles to destroy. So again, that's Wiccan in a nutshell. Hopefully with Carnage, we'll get a chance to use up everything on the board. I probably should be getting rid of the Sentry Fighter or the Mutation, but I kind of want to see how Gorr's gonna activate. Alright, now if priority is correct, it should have already activated. Oh well. Well, I guess it doesn't work with Carnage then. Alright. Okay, so now Wiccan should be able to turn into Demiurge on this turn here, so the crowd goes mild. Okay, well let's reduce some of Wiccan's damage being dealt to them. Alright, then since we know that doesn't work with Carnage, let's go with let's go with Ghost. Why not? Let's get our match damage on. Why not? Again, could I win for the match, Bob? Yeah, sure. I really could have, but let's keep those tiles fortified for as long as we can. So we're gonna hold out on Gorr's black, or we're just gonna let Gorr get stunned. One of the two. I don't have a preference. go this way. Alright, Iceman should be, well, I know he's at 30% health, so deuces. Alright, now Wiccan should be Demiurge, possibly next turn. Yep. Alright, now let's get Ghost under supply run, unphase. Alright, yeah, they're definitely lower than 30% now. I said, even though math is my strong suit, I really don't feel like doing numbers right about now. I really don't. Okay, and then a test of skill with Captain Marvel Galactic Warrior. This is the 5-star version of Carol, and I'm gonna pair her up with well, I can't do it with Kamala Khan because I don't have a Kamala Khan champion. Maybe in a few weeks we will, but we'll use Domino instead. She is a red, green, and yellow user. Her red ability, Mean Right Hook. She creates a 3-turn repeater tile that'll create strike tiles on the board. It'll deal damage to the target, and then whenever a friendly strike tile is destroyed by any means other than a match, then you gain 2 yellow AP. Her green ability, Event Horizon, this costs 10, but passively at the start of the turn, she'll create a 3-turn repeater tile that whenever the repeater tile does what it does, it'll give her 3 green AP, and then whenever she gets 10 green AP, her power becomes Photonic Rush, and then what Photonic Rush does, it'll destroy a random row of tiles, deal damage to the target, and then if there's any friendly special tiles that happen to be in the same row of tiles that were destroyed, then she'll destroy another additional row, and destroying all the tiles that's on the board except for friendly tiles. And then obviously destroyed tiles will generate AP, but they deal damage, and then the power will convert back to Event Horizon. And then finally got your 6. This is her yellow ability, so this costs 8, so she sends a target airborne for at least 2 turns, and then when they land, they get healed for a burst of health, and then they deal damage to the target, and then at higher levels, more burst healing, more damage to the target. So I don't know if I should bring Domino into the fight. I want to flood the board with more special tiles, so oh no, let's bring in Iron Fist right now. Why not? Because he makes strike tiles. I probably should have brought in a user that really wants to be airborne, but alright, let's get Nightmare Fuel going. Won't be able to use Nightmare Fuel again. Not until we're having those tiles off the board. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of this red. All right, Chi focus, and then we'll do crowd control. That should get analysts low enough to get downed. Probably could have went for the match 5, but that's alright. Alright, so next up, metering hook. And then I'm gonna wait a turn or two until that repeater tile is done, and then power up those strike tiles. Alright, there's Photonic Rush. Won't be activating that there. Not this turn anyways. Fine. Alright, fire off. Down him again. Like I said, you can see with Iron Fist is giving Gorr a little bit of black each time I fire off the green ability. So we're always at least having some source of black. All right. Let's add another Nightmare Fuel on the board, and then we'll let Danny go ahead and finish him off. Alright, and now this one here, since we're going to be dealing with folks who are airborne, or who want to be airborne, I'm going to bring in Vulture. So we'll match black now. That's perfect, because now we get our black. Now we'll be able to match green away, even though we'll get sent airborne. Their secret mission that'll drain AP from our strongest color, but frankly, it's all good. Now Vulture will come back from being airborne. We'll fire off this Hybrid Tech Slicer, get rid of all those pesky tiles on the board. Alright, cool. Now me right hook. Well, if it was gonna get destroyed, I'd rather for it to be destroyed like that. Send Vulture airborne again. Get some green AP from the destruction of that tile. activate Photonic Rush? Yeah. Well, let's activate Mean Right Hook first, and then Photonic Rush. Boom. Alright, and then when Vulture comes back from being airborne, well, that's gonna hit Gorr. Now I just gotta get some black on the board. So that we can get continuously keep Vulture airborne. Okay, well that'll work. Alright, let's get Riri out of the fight. Cool. Thanks for the black AP. We'll activate Photonic Rush twice. As long as Vulture's airborne, well, Riri can't actually activate one of her abilities, so again, this will be the Hailest of Marys. Too bad Hybrid Tech Slicer isn't gonna do nearly enough damage. And Agamotto isn't gonna do anything. Yes, I could use Wells, but that's I'm not gonna say it's cheating. It's just it goes against the spirit of the rules that I have for this here. So we know that Vulture can work. Say it just ran out of steam. Let me think here. Could Valkyrie could work, but I gotta figure out who her bounty hunter is gonna be set on. It's on Riri, so. Alright, the best defense should kick in. There it is. Got us on decoy. Because I knew it was gonna get matched away. Decoyed again. Alright. Let me guess. Riri? Okay, cool. he's consistently getting damage on the board. Now remember, on this turn here, I always activate Nightmare Fuel, so now we have alternate means of damage. I didn't even see who was on Mockingbird. Okay, well. Yeah. Yeah, best defense should definitely kick in. Let's see here. I'm gonna have to sacrifice Gorr. Just in case that did something that I did not want it to do. It's our strongest color in red, but frankly it doesn't. Alright, now who is it on? Mockingbird again. No. Bye, Gorr. I always hate this node here because I try not to use my 5 stars, but yeah, I think yeah, we're using Gargantos, and all I say is AI have fun. Oh, red? Well, we're gonna snatch steal that red. Hope you're not too attached to black either. Or purple. Yes, they are. Alright, let's get Nightmare Fuel on and active. Attached to some of them colors though. And when he returns from his return stun, it should be enough to down some. Well, that's not good. Jeez. take it all. I just got to take it all. That's like what, 3 health packs for me to use with Carol. Damage reduction with Wanda, yeah, because we'll be seeing her quite a bit in PvP, so. So have it target red, because that's Carol's strongest color. Probably could have did green with the mystical feedback so we could get even more damage behind it. Looks like it. Oh no. Well, the AI probably is going to be eating it now. Mockingbird gonna take the brunt. Well, I was just gonna take the brunt of this damage here, but she took out Wanda. Carol. Bye, Gorr. It was nice knowing you. Mockingbird took out one of the most powerful characters in 4-star land. Go figure. Okay. Bill, you're the next contestant on who gets to become a victim of this show. It's a perfect event horizon because I want a match screen. Let's go this way. shifted. It takes one of our projectiles on the board. I can't be mad at that. At least it's in a masterful spot, so. Alright, then we'll wait one more turn to Nightmare Fuel. Edge of Shadow and Spite is not at low enough. It's like at enough status for me to knock him dead. Now it is, but I don't want to waste a free turn. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to waste a free turn. That'll reduce the damage a bit. Not worried about Bill taking too much damage. Because again, I have Carol's communicator on him, so he'll be able to heal for the most part. Alright, then once we Photonic Rush here. Ah, no, that's Edge of Shadow and Spite. Oh my goodness, yeah, that took way too long. Yeah, I hate this node here, the test of skill. So what we're gonna start doing on those nodes there, if applicable, I will start using my 5-star on that node there. So that's gonna at least conclude this video here. I'm gonna get the Kraken on some Deadpool Daily, and then we'll reconvene and do S.H.I.E.L.D. Simulator.